you don't have to sit here and take my word for it. I'm going to give you the supplement report. Read the supplement report. Investigator Robert Drum says, I could not hear the audio. How convenient. How fucking convenient. Reach out to Julie Carey and update her with this information. Thank you for being here. I want to thank everybody. Tanisha, I love you, ma'am. I haven't seen you in a long time. Thank you for being here. I want to thank everybody for being here. We're broadcasting live on TikTok. We're broadcasting live on YouTube under Not Another Boring Podcast. I ask everybody to switch back and forth because there are exhibits that we're playing on YouTube that you can't see on TikTok. Let's go back and watch what Julie Carey is talking about.
Al Jazeera's
Really quick on internal affairs. I remember at the time when First Sergeant Sean Shelton with Internal Affairs reached out to us, and I have the phone call recorded, when he said that, yes, the police officer falsified your brother's statements. I reached out to the Commonwealth Attorney, and I notified her that this investigator lied. Chief of Police Newsham is investigating this officer. We were so terrified at the time. We were so terrified at the time. We were so terrified at the time because, I mean, you already have a police officer that lied, and you have a prosecutor that doesn't listen. We were terrified that Internal Affairs may be cover up for this investigator, and that's exactly what they did. So at the time, we went to the governor mansion, and we camped in front of the governor mansion. My mother, my whole family. We literally camped in front of the government mansion. And at one point, we were there for a couple of days. Terrance Cole with Homeland Security, Governor Youngkin's Homeland Security, came out. Let me pull up who Terrance Cole is. This is Terrance Cole. This is Terrance Cole. At the time, he was Homeland Security for Governor Youngkin. Now he got upgraded to Homeland Security. I believe Homeland Security. Is he Homeland Security? But he's working directly for Trump. Now, Terrance Cole came out and he said, I want to talk to you, but I want to talk to you. I said, of course. Who are you, sir? He said, I'm Homeland Security for Governor Youngkin. And you guys have been here camping in front of the governor mansion. What's going on? So I told him, sir, we are terrified that Internal Affairs is going to cover up for their police officer. That Robert Drum falsified my brother's police reports. And now, First Sergeant Sean Shelton called us. He heard the audio of the conversation. He admitted that, yes, the police officer lied. He called the Commonwealth Attorney and told her, and they're investigating this police officer. But we don't have trust in this police department. We're terrified that Internal Affairs is going to cover up for this police officer. Terrance Cole is listening, and he tells me, and Terrance Cole remembered this conversation, and we're going to hold Terrance Cole accountable by law for telling me one thing and pretending like the situation doesn't exist. I mean, on his watch, this situation is taking place. He's going to be held accountable by law. He tells me, he takes a look at my mom, and he says, my mom at the time was, we were all camping, literally sleeping in front of the government mansion. He said, your mother reminds me of my yaya. Yaya is a term, I think it's mother. It's a definition of mother in Russian or the Slavic area. That's what yaya means. He said, your mother reminds me of my yaya. He said, I'm scared for her health. Please take yaya home. And I told him, but sir, we're terrified that Internal Affairs is going to cover up for this police officer. He says, we are monitoring Prince William County. We're monitoring Internal Affairs. And on my watch, Internal Affairs is not going to cover up for this police officer, and they're going to make sure to hold him accountable. Trust that Internal Affairs is being watched personally by me, Homeland Security, for Governor Youngkin. Now, Terrance Cole, you had that conversation with me. And we're going to be podcasting, by the way. We're going to be podcasting in front of the Governor Mansion. We're going to be podcasting in front of the White House. And you're going to come out, and I'm going to ask you, what happened, sir? I mean, at one point, we're going to have another conversation. I'm going to ask you, what happened, sir? And you can't dismiss my conversation because I'm going to provide you with the supplement report from Robert Drum. In what world is it okay that Internal Affairs gives this audio of the conversation to the same investigator only for him to write a supplement report that he says, I could not hear the audio? How convenient, sir. I can hear the audio for Sergeant Sean Shelton with Internal Affairs, who admit Robert Drum falsified the police report, can hear the audio. Julie Carey is playing a portion of it on NBC4, can hear the audio. You can hear the audio, but the investigator conveniently says, I cannot hear the audio. Our fear materialized on your watch. You said that you personally will monitor Internal Affairs. Well, here they are protecting this investigator. Where are you, sir? Where are you? Now you're directly working for President Trump, telling this community that you actually give a fuck about our community. What are you hoping, that we're just going to go away? That no one is listening? No one can verify or see what is going on? Don't tell me you care when you literally look the other way. I ask everybody to reach out to Terrance Cole and tell him, what's going on, sir? I thought you were monitoring Prince William County Internal Affairs. Why do we have a supplement? And I'm going to give you the supplement report. I'm going to release it on the internet. So that way, when you go to and talk to Terrance Cole, you have the supplement reports. So it's not my word against Internal Affairs. No, I actually have the supplement report where Robert Drum says, I could not hear the audio. How convenient. You've got a whole agency within an agency protecting a police officer. Where are you, sir?